Okay, friends, and welcome back to Battle Brothers. We just took this mission to go find this place, and the second I loaded up, this dialogue box popped up. The Grave of the Lost Fellowship is tricky like that. 30 crowns, yeah, fine. Some way to the east of where we are now. Well, that hardly helps, but okay. Oh, these are the kids trying to rob us. Oh, no, it's not. On the path, you come across a small army of children. The oldest and biggest among them is probably 15 at most, with the tousled crop of orange hair, a spear for a weapon. Leading the troop, a little fighting force, provincial to the path more than any town or city. As they cross paths with you, this little leader tips his head at you. Make way, we are on a righteous march and shan't be stopped. Curious, you ask where it is they are off to. The kid answers, as though incredulous you don't know. Well, let me tell you, Sellsword, we are heading north through the frozen wastes. Uncultured and uncivilized tribes need to hear of the old gods, either by the word or by the sword. He lifts the spear. A rather chirpy war cry is raised from the army. It appears some religious fervour has taken a hold of this wandering, harmless and therefore suicidal group. Oh, good lord. Go home to your parents, kid. Tell the kids to go home to their parents. The leader laughs and the others follow suit, and little one's easily impressed by their big brother. He shakes his head. Why do you think we've come this far? Our parents know right where we are, and they know where we are is truthfully right. Old gods need to be known throughout the land. Now, make way. The kids press forth. A little banner flaps past you, and there is much clinking and clanking of their little weapons, mostly bottles and slingshots and tableware. No doubt they are marching towards certain doom. Raiders and vagabonds are sure to prey upon them like hawks upon lemmings. Slaves don't mind making ostensibly orphan children disappear. Were they to get further than those threats, the northern wastes will provide for them a frozen coffin to die in. Little idiots. Kingsmill, okay, around here. I reckon we'd do well to head to the high ground there. Okay, so we need to catch the Ivan Noble houses. I actually want to defeat a group of at least a dozen opponents. Offhand, not sure if we have enough. Yeah, we don't have nearly enough to start working for the noble houses. We need 1,060. Brigands, how many brigands? 12 of them. Many thugs and a few poachers. That's exactly what we need. And everyone has the correct weapons and whatnot equipped. I think one thing that I should do here, actually, maybe not against these thugs, but in a future fight, I should put Aloysius, or Aloysius, I believe I've been told I've been pronouncing that wrong, on the inside flank here, because in a previous fight we had a situation where Trevor Belmont stepped forward and didn't have a target that wasn't having a shield equipped. What wonderful timing. Ask for 12 opponents and ye shall receive 12 opponents. Okay, stepping back, which is surprising. Let's put the front line 2 squares forward with shields up just until the short bows go down. We'll put our crossbows on the high ground. And if that doesn't motivate them to come towards us, I don't know what will. Sealand, you can move forward on the next turn and get up there. Need Aloysius to move. In fact, hide in that bush, Bobbins. Brave bush hider that you are. If I stand there, that could give them an angle on me. I'm not quite sure where I want to put Loader Rack just yet. We'll leave that square open. Great shot. I want to stand there, but that would expose me to that brigand poacher. Can rotate, so that's fine. It's a good point. I suppose I don't have to put Trevor Belmont in that little square there. He can stand behind any of the frontline lads and then just rotate. But we'll do that depending on who and what he's fighting. I suppose I have to make sure none of these guys escape, because then I imagine my ambition won't proc if any of them get away. I want to take a look, see at what our finances look like, because I really need to start making a push to get dogs, and I've got to make sure we have nets. At a certain point we're going to need and kind of want to be fighting against shot enemy champions. I'm sure I hardly need to tell you lads that the key against champions is going to be debuffing them with fishing nets. I need how many AP? I need 6, so I won't be able to move and attack here. Next turn I can attack. Good hit. You boys gotta charge forward now. We have to catch those archers. Great shot, Bobbins. That dude's a little bit of a concern, which is why I'm glad I one-shot him. Owie. Good job, Tabby's the Bane. One more hit and he'll die. Damn. Oh, love the panic. Oh, that's unfortunate. Gotta make sure someone can catch that poacher. Not gonna be North Bane, that's for sure. I'm worried that that guy's gonna get away. Okay, good lad, criticoi. The crossbows are hitting more often than not, it feels like. That just shows you how much quicker they come online than the actual bows do. I still maintain that a top tier highly leveled warbow user is going to outperform a top tier highly leveled war crossbow user. Your boyos. Okay, so that's that ambition done. +4 on the melee defense. Criticoi, I actually have pretty high hopes for you. You know what? Your melee skill sucks, but who cares? Your melee defense is redonkulous. Resolve up. Gonna be a light armor user primarily, so hit points are super important. Rotation. Then go back for student. Level 4, level 3, level 3. I think once those level 3s are all level 4, we'll add another 2 guys, another 2 lads. Reminds me, deaths. Who died? Gregorius, Zugles, Young Vibes, and Zachary. Ah! 827, so we're going to need a little bit more before we can start working for... Ooh, hello. Let's see, grab fellowship. Luck, what's coming there? Map, but I'll show you. On the hill, some way to the northwest. Baby, come here. Armored Videogungers, many of them. So don't make the mistake of attacking this group now, because you'll have to fight the group that's inside there. Oh, wait, how far away do they need to be before I don't have to fight that reinforcement? Come on, Undead. Nighttime. So that kind of hurts my one archer. But let's hope that we get a decent amount of armor out of these boys. I'm actually going to make a break here for this bit of high ground for my front line. 1, 2, 3. They should be able to actually go here. The front line puts the back line on the high ground, which I don't want. I want the front line on the high ground, because the front line are going to use their daggers to spear some of these guys. You have quick hands, Sealand? You don't. I think I want to have Trevor Belmont there on that high ground. We'll try dagger that guy. That little coif he's wearing is 90 hit point armor, which is better than what I could expect most of my archers to eventually be wearing. Damn. 4. One of them might actually take that. Not good. None of these zombies are wearing anything worth daggering though. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so it's just that guy. I mean, putting Aloysius there, I suppose, is fine, but at height disadvantage then. I'll tell you what, let's just keep your main weapon at hand until I've killed everything else. Arming swords are amazing. In fact, am I better off with a bundle of javelins? I probably am. I want that 20% hit chance on the javelins. Good blocking. Hit. Now let's hope Trevor Belmont can one-shot that Videogunger. Trevor Belmont, Slayer of Zombies. What was the percentage chance to hit there? 49%. It's not bad, considering it's at night and he doesn't have the no range penalty helmet. 90% chance. Nice. Dagger time. Nice dodging. Good dodging again. That was only a 28% chance, and Trevor doesn't even have a shield out. Encouraging. About to break North Bane. I suppose I actually should have used Rose Morale there with Laterak. Are we? I suppose that was a waste. I could have had Bobbins finish off that zombie, but whatevs. This is all fairly straightforward right now. Zombie nerd, prepared to get stabbed. Really wish I could show the chance of that. That's something I really want to actually see what the raise morale chance is. But I suppose we'd have to display the raise morale chance for everybody affected, which would then spam the log. I got to see the individual raise morale chances. And we don't even get the fucking coif. Was undamaged, that's unlucky. The problem, level 5, no melee skill. Oh well. +2, I'll take that. Point and melee defense. Shield breaker needs rotation. Good. Well, we got some armor that's worth getting at least. Armor is slowly trickling down. All that stuff, I reckon. I'm still trying to find Grave of the Last Fellowship. He said some way to the northwest. I think it should be up there. Damn, food and supplies is getting lower than I thought. Okay, Grotnaven, please give me a decent price for all these junk weapons I don't need. I've got spare shields. Don't need the Morning Star. Or that. I'll keep some spare spears. Got 2,000 gold. 250 is not that dreadful when it comes to price for tools. Yeah, nothing else worth buying, it's too expensive. What you got? Escort caravan, 3 days to the east. Fine. Out of interest's sake, anyone I desperately want to hire right now? No. I love these militiamen and I'm going to keep hiring them whenever I can pick them up for a reasonable price. Okay, back to 16 men. I kind of have to take the 16 men one, even though I don't really want to go on a hiring spree. Just because we are still quite far away from getting the renown to make that an even 1,000. I hope we can fight this. Damn, come here, nerds. So speaking of nerds, we'll just go into the nearest city and hire, what, another 4 beggars or refugees just to get their ambition. And we shall promptly fire them unless we get any who are, you know, incredibly good. Oh my word, what is that? Okay, just wolf riders. Surprisingly, if it's only wolf riders, it's not that bad. What is a problem with fighting greenskins is the actual little goblins. The little archers are a nightmare to fight. Okay, so Guido Ironjaw is a brute who's afraid of beasts. Not dreadful. And I do like that he's a brute, but his melee skill is too low, so we won't keep him and we won't name him. He has nice fatigue though, but I don't need any more tanky type dudes. I need people with actual skills now. We've got enough of a backbone. Now we need brothers who don't suck. If I had the money now, I'd make that. Still, good to pick up cheap tools. Just bought that salt for what, 340, and sold for 440. I'm tempted to pick up the throwing spear, but we are on a hiring glut now. Need 3 more guys. 120 for a cripple, more than I want to pay. The cheap miller there. You pick up the miller, the cripple, and the farmer. The 16 lads we need. Let's see if any of them are usable. Okay, the miller is not dreadful. He could be a passable light greatsword user. Find the maimed, unsurprisingly. He's got the stars, but his base stats are so low, he's not usable. Then Hakon. The fatty, and he's afraid of greenskins, and he's terrible. Dietmar could be a light greatsword user. But I won't even have him active yet. I want these guys to keep getting all the XP. I want these 3s to be level 4, because once I've got at least level 4s on the front line, I've got people who can then rotate if they get into trouble, which means we can be a bit more aggressive with who we try to fight. Although more realistically, Dietmar is going to be using a Warfork to start. Come across a man and a woman arguing. I managed the minge. Would you find work without me? That's disgusting. Nothing wrong with a cell whore playing by her own rules. I think we told the one where we took the option where the pimp then doesn't want to join us. Funny, I've had that event a couple times, and I've even had the pimp join me a couple times. I don't know if he has any interesting events that pop up, but I do know that they make terrible fighters. So I tend to not bother with the pimps. Better get there. Okay, we're close. I think I actually have enough tools and supplies that I can repair these weapons I have here. Buy some doggies, that's for sure. Who has the most fatigue? 60, 70, 77, 59, that's no good. Our next ambition, we are actually pretty close now. Skull. Obtain Petrified Almanac. I really hope that this is just a walk-in and walk-out mission. In that case, it's 1200 free gold. Okay, I need to catch the eye of the noble houses. I actually want to keep an eye on my reputation as I complete each little mission. I think you'll get like 10 or 20 reputation per mission. Do I want to fight here? I certainly don't. See, I don't want to clear this place out yet. I want to keep getting these missions. Right, men, run away bravely. Nothing much to say, really. Keep running, boys. Actually, I need to replace that sword on Aloysius. He can do better than a little iron sword. We would have gotten wrecked by those things. Those pikes, those rusty pikes, are so nasty. So much armor damage. 6 melee skill. I think I want him using a spear. Militia spears do almost nothing with respect to damage, but I suppose that doesn't really matter if the person using it is dead. Yet. Right before I hand this in, let's pay attention. So we've got 957 renown. Hand in the thing, and we go up to 982. Okay, so it'll be like another half dozen missions probably. 328 for dyes? Are you kidding me? That is so cheap. And the ammo is cheap. I love this village. Prices are amazing here. I've not left myself with a whole lot of money, but let's go to major city and flip these dyes. We can get upwards of 450 gold for these dyes, even 500 or more. I've paid 350. I've never gotten dyes so cheap before. Oh, and they want us profit. I think we can now start looking for hints. I get legendary items. What have you got for us? An escort. Day's escort, that's hardly worth... Oh, that'll make like 20 odd gold of profit. This is better. Ellisted. So far, this great axe that we've gotten on Trevor has been a little underwhelming, but that's just been situationally so. Sometimes you have to attack enemies that have had shields out, but I mean, we saw how he just walked up and just one-shot that undamaged Vitagango. That's what I'm talking about. So with the money from this job here, we'll have about the 2,000 we need. I think we'll try to keep that for trading as much as we can. Plenty of cultists, it says. Okay, another poacher. There's actually no cultists available. Another 1 skull escort. Doesn't seem worth it. A 2 skull delivery. Gimme. Rosenhoff. Explore through here while we're at it. Barbarians. Just thralls. Those are very beatable. Fight them and get the XP. Weapon loadouts are, I think, perfectly fine for barbarian fighting. Stay where you are, boys. Moving back. Never seen this behavior out of before. They don't have any throwing weapons, so what is their plan? To retreat, or they're trying to bait us forward? I expect they're trying to bait us forward. Trevor Beaumont will go there. Bobbins will go there. It puts George Warhammer on the flank. Whoopsie, wrong. This is very strange behavior. Are they ending their turns? I already would have expected them to wait and then to click on adrenaline before the turn ends. Oh, they're just going to run away? Because I'm certainly not going to chase them. I mean, I want the XP, but I'm not going to chase to get into melee range. That just gives them a free round of attacks, which then makes the whole thing not worth it. Keep waiting. I mean, if they're going to allow me to just keep getting crossbow shots off, then great. Right in the face. Shot. Come on, barbarian nerds. Run at me. Fascinating. What are they doing? Okay, if nothing else, let's just get forward and get into contact. Keep edging forward, maybe. 2 squares at a time. And that way they can move forward and only get 1 attack off this turn. Now we're taking throwing weapon fire, and now they come to engage. Okay, this is awesome. This is a bit of programming of the AI that I haven't encountered yet. It's something different. I've not encountered this in 1500 hours of Battle Brothers. Good. Oh, unlucky. Oh, bobbins. Now see, these guys are still going to act, so I definitely want to wait. If I move forward there, I'm just asking to get attacked by these dudes. And there they come forward. Yet he's turned done. I keep expecting them to use adrenaline. Chilled up, Caber. Your armor is wrecked. Yes, Trevor Belmont. Nice dodging. Unexpected bonus of fighting these barbarians that you get your hands on a fair amount of throwing weapons. Pretty great. Oh, it's a big hit. You're a lucky, lucky berserker. Great shot. Barbarian fleeing from battle. Graceful. Get him, Hella. Good boy. Oh, almost. Well fought, men, well fought. And we got some bone figurines. I'm most pleased about the 2 stacks of throwing axes. Those are going to prove quite useful. Level ups? Yes, indeed. Bane. Actually, no, wait. Let's go like this. Let's go fatigue and hit points because they're 4s. +2 on melee. Rotation. 4 crossbowmen. Sealand's range defense is looking really good. I'm missing a quick hands, of course, so I can go my throwing weapons. Do I want to fight Nachters? Not particularly. We've got some armor that needs to be repaired. Nice to know that cemetery is there. We are pretty damn close to working for the nobles, and when we do, we can get a patrol mission, and then places like that graveyard. Excellent. I think a graveyard has the highest chance of giving you a large number of low-level nerds that you can farm comparatively quickly and easily. It's always satisfying when you get a patrol mission to get like 30 heads, and you can go straight to the cities you need to go to, mop up one of those ruins, get the 30 heads, go straight back in, get paid for a week's work in like 2 days. Let's see, so some berserkers, we're not quite ready to take that on yet, but in any case I need to find 3 more of those small orc dens for the orc ambition. We have here 140, that's cheap. Bread looks pretty damn cheap too. Farmers, I'm not going to bother. What is this? Find rundown cottage. Oh yes, certainly. Grand view to the east. Oh. Loderak, the ever-lucky sellsword, has managed to find something interesting. Ask how I came across the item. He shrugs. I looked up on this bird shit and it just missed me. Then I looked at where it landed and well, there it was. Bird shit and that thing you got in your hands. Lucky you. This is good. Look, there's a ruin there, mausoleum there, and a hidden temple there. So these 3 cities have a decent chance to give us those go to the place, fetch the thing missions quite often. Which I think backs up my desire to want to make this my real base of operations. And I believe that one city that gave us the cheap dyes is around here as well. There's 13 of them. How are we set up to fight Noctiers? Really well. Well, that's always a big decision to go for, just the dependable damage of the spear. I mean, look at the damage difference. 40 to 45 compared to 25 to 30. But I feel like holding them at bay. Why do we sort of compromise? And like Tapiz de Bane, I give the sword. And North Bane, I give the sword as well. And I can still spear wall with these guys. Yeah, okay. I mean, I don't desperately want to fight these Noctiers, but that is a fair amount of XP walking around there. For a fight, that should be manageable. We'll get back to finding this place in a sec once we've finished farming these Noctiers. And I think we'll fight them in the forest. That actually helps. Bottleneck them. Okay, so, decent little episode. When we come back, we will take on these Noctiers in the forest. We'll be careful. I have had playthroughs end with random groups of Noctiers. Okay, so 13th Legion. Nice little bit of progress this episode. No one died. Got a few level ups. We haven't made a whole lot of progress in terms of weapons and armor, but money is looking much better. We are very close to being able to work for the nobles. In fact, I think after we fight this and hand this in, we can start working for the nobles, which is a big change for us. Alright, friends. Thanks very much. See you next time.